Good morning. Good morning. We joined today with Fire Chief, Police Chief, Director of Public Safety, Director Ambrose, Dorian Harrell, Director OEM, Director of Neighborhood Services, Pat Council. We've been out about 24 hours, beginning with over about 50 some odd pieces of equipment on the street, not including fire and police personnel and their cars as well. Basically trying to get ahead of what is probably a record snowfall in the city of Newark that we've had in a very, very long time. Unfortunately, many people did not adhere to the travel ban that we put on last night. So there were several cars stuck in the road. As a result, we had almost 14 car fires. There were EMS trucks stuck, fire trucks stuck. And so we were in the process of removing those people. We've done a good job in moving those people out of the road. We've cleared most of the major roads. The travel ban will continue until 1 p.m. today. The travel ban will be on until 1 p.m. today. We will become more aggressive with the cars that are out there. Cars will be towed at this point. If you're out on the street before then, you will be ticketed. You will be towed. If you're out there, you're preventing our cars, our plows from getting through. You are creating other kinds of problems for emergency services in the city. It's becoming very difficult for us to do our job because people have not listened to the travel ban, and we are requesting once again, demanding at this point that you stay in the house. This is still very nasty outside, and we're still trying to remove the snow from the city and get people safely to where they are or where they need to be and off of these roads. So that's where we are. From 12 noon to about 5 or so, we're going to be hitting all of the secondary streets in the city, making sure the secondary streets are beginning to be clear and clean. Again, there are cars that are stuck in those streets. We will tow those cars. We will plow them to the side. If you are out there and you are trying to get out, I would implore you to wait until we are coming through the block with the plow. We are on our way through there. We will begin doing that at noon. And by the grace of God, we'll be finished by 5 p.m. With some of those side roads, but we will continue to go until early into the morning Monday. So, if there are any questions, I'll take some questions. Yes.
Mr. Mayor, you seem a little frustrated,
Yes,
agitated.
I am a little agitated. This is a rough storm, agitated because, we instructed people not to come outside. It was very dangerous outside. I don't think people took the storm as seriously as they should have. We had about 28 inches of snowfall here in the city. As a result of that, there were many cars that were out there that were stuck on main roads, whether you're talking about Broad and Market, Mulberry, Chancellor, Lyons, main roads throughout the city, that then caused the emergency services to go and get them. 14 car fires, if I'm correct. EMS, fire had to go out there and deal with that. Some of the fire trucks got stuck as a result, which made it difficult for the plows to come through because we had to deal with that. And we had to change our entire operation to begin using our snow plows to help EMS, fire, and everybody else get through to rescue people off of the street. So we are going back to our regular plowing operations. And if any cars are there, we're just going to tow the car, and then people will be responsible for getting their car after that.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
right. We talk to some folks in residence who say, look, I have to get to work, I have to put food on the table. What's your message to them? The travel ban is over at 1, but what's your message to those folks that say they have to get to work?
Well, it's your safety is more important than you going to work. If you go out there and get yourself hurt, you won't be able to work. It's important for us to get the roads clean, to get it safe for people to travel outside, and then you can travel. To try to go out there and travel in the middle of this is nonsensical. You won't be able to make it to work unless we're able to get the roads clear. And if you get stuck, it's going to become more difficult. And you're not only endangering yourself, you're endangering EMS and other workers, emergency service workers who have to come and rescue you from those situations. So please be patient and be mindful of what's happening and allow us to do our job, and then you'll be able to do your job.
Thank you. I would just like to report that we're lucky that we had no fatalities. So far during the storm, we had no fatalities. The police department did respond to 29 accidents in the city since the storm started. We had about 280 weather-related incidents regarding either vehicles stuck, blocked in, or power lines. That came down, very few. We also have 2 minor blackouts in the city that are being worked on, one in the west section and one in the central ward. As the mayor, echoing the mayor, our biggest hindrance was emergency vehicles that were getting stuck. Police, fire, and EMS. We had up to 18 police vehicles that were stuck in the snow that we had to unearth, I will say, to respond to emergency calls. Right now, we have adequate staffing in the police department, in the fire department, in OEM. We will have adequate staffing over until this storm preparation and post-storm event is over. We also had to transport people for dialysis. We transported a lot of police officers and emergency service workers into work so they can get into work that lived in contiguous cities and in our city. And we also had to transport our employees to our warm center up at JFK. We have some people that are being cared for at that location, about 120 people. With that, as the mayor indicated, the plowing operation will be ramped up. The police department will support the plowing operation. We ask the people that not to throw snow in the street. We also ask the people that if you don't have to go out, don't go out. Stay home. It'll help us to clean the streets up. Thank you.
Again, Pat Council Neighborhood Services, just to echo what our mayor and our public safety director said, that we are encouraging individuals to stay in the house, although that you are out. Be reminded you are responsible for cleaning in front of your property 18 inches to the curb, but we also want to make sure that you are not throwing snow in the street, which issues a very dangerous situation. So we have our code enforcement officers who will be out and be very vigilant in ensuring the ordinance of our snow ordinance is met. We are also moving and ramping up the movement of what we're doing in our secondary areas in terms of making sure that they're clean. As the mayor indicated, at 12 noon, we're going to be out in all of our secondary streets, ramping up that effort, and we're going to be pushing all the way through the duration of the night to ensure the safety and safe travel of the residents of the city of Newark. Again, we have been working very hard to do our due diligence and to make sure that this record snowfall doesn't hinder or break the spirit of Newarkers. So we just continue to give us your support and guided effort as we work through the calamities of the situation. Thanks.